Today on Six for Dinner we're going to be cooking a classic Italian dessert called Panna Cotta, which is an absolutely delicious soft cream pudding. The ingredients are basically 375 mils of double cream, the same of whole fat milk, so whole milk, so 375 again, and then a vanilla pod. We'll show you that in a second. Caster sugar, about 40 grams. So that's the ingredients for the main part of the ingredient, and of course, not forgetting the fine leaf gelatin, these gelatin sheets, which I'll show you in a second. And then you can do a sauce or something to go with the panna cotta in many, many different ways. I'm just going to do it with some simple honey and raspberries, some nice out of season imported from Spain raspberries. Okay, so let's go over and get the ingredients mixed up. So I've got my pan ready on the weigher, set to 0, and it's 375 of double cream. $3.75, come on $3.75. Right. Come on $3.75, last bit. Come on, you can do it. Right, that's $3.75 of the double cream. Milk. Obviously I could have opened this before filming, but why would you do that? Why would you get ready? So resetting to 0, 375 of whole milk. Whoops, a little bit over, never mind. 40 grams of caster sugar. Ideally, white caster sugar, because it is a white pudding, but I haven't got any. I've only got golden. There we go, 40 grams of caster sugar. And then get the heat, get that on the heat. And bring it up to, but not actually boiling. So that's just going to go on there. While that's heating up, I'm just going to get the vanilla pot ready. Come over here, young man. Split that in half, and then scrape the seeds out of both halves. And then these both go in here. For flavouring, okay, as it heats up. Okay, so we're just going to add the gelatin, which we're going to be using 4 sheets for this amount. You can experiment with the amount of gelatin you want to use. Obviously, if you don't use quite enough, it goes a little bit sloppier, which I personally like, but it's not very nice in terms of presentation. So just 4 sheets into some cold water. For not very long actually. By the time the cream's boiled and stuff, that will be nice and soft. So that's the gelatin leaves. So this has been heating up for about 5 minutes, maybe a little bit longer. We don't really want to boil it, we want to get it just to the point of boiling. There we go. Okay, switch that off, take that off the heat. Put it over here, actually. And then stick a lid on it for 5 minutes, just to let the flavours infuse. Okay, so the milk and cream mixture has been sitting now for 5 minutes. And we're just going to strain this through a sieve, just to catch the large bits of vanilla. But the seeds hopefully will go through. They have done. Okay, so having decanted the cream mixture, we now get onto this gelatin stuff. As I mentioned before, there's 4 sheets here, and this is really good fun stuff to play with. Get a little bit more value for money if you play with it like this. If I just dip it into the hot cream, now you see it, now you don't. Really wicked stuff. So just squeeze off the excess water, and then just play with it to your heart's content. and the fourth one. And then just make sure it's thoroughly stirred. It gives it a slight oily appearance to start off with the gelatin. So just stir that in, and then we can go over and decant it into the serving bowls, moulds. You would want to serve this, you would want to basically prepare this in these Dario moulds, they're called. They're metal Dario moulds, and then turn them out onto a plate. Or alternatively, for simple affair, you could put it into a sort of a nice ramekin. But you get a bit more ability to do some presentation, nice presentation with the Dario method. So we're just basically going to just decant this into the bowls, trying to evenly distribute any seeds. I say evenly, you're just trying to basically just take it in turns on each one. You'll notice that I've rather cleverly already put this on a baking sheet, so it can go straight in the fridge and set. Quite a lot of seeds sort of left over. The only trouble is they will just go to the bottom. Not really a lot you can do there. And that's basically it as we put this in the fridge. Carefully. Put this on the fridge somewhere level to set. There we go. That'll take a couple of hours. So to serve up the Panna Cotta, it's been out of the fridge for about half an hour. You can see it's still quite wobbly. And there she comes. Nice shape. It's held its shape quite nicely. And then a little bit of, for me, I like a little bit of honey, not too much. And a few raspberries, picking the nicest ones, maybe one on the top, and there we have it. Let's see what it tastes like. So it's quite, you can see how wobbly it is. It's still quite wobbly. It's not bad. Quite like that. Quite difficult to keep on the spoon. Oh, that's so lovely. So there we have Panna Cotta with raspberries and honey.